All right. So we'll start our practice today. We'll actually think about the earth element since we've heard a lot of like low back, hip type stuff. And so you take a comfortable seat and you want to kind of think of your seat like a square. You got maybe your ankles and your sit bones are kind of like a box, a very stable structure, a box. And so one thing you can do with that box of the ankles is walk the ankles across so that they're in line with your knees. And when you pull your knees apart, the ankles are kind of close together in the middle. But if you kind of walk your ankles across the midline, you'll have a more boxy shape, which can feel more stable. You don't have to do not too much. You can also walk the ankles a little bit forward, so the whatever shin's in front, that ankle is actually in front of the knee, and that'll create a very stable base. Yeah. And once you feel kind of settled, just take a second to kind of rock left to right and see if you can feel that one hip is maybe favored. Might not be that way. And you'll go forward and back. So you put a little more weight in the ankles and then a little more weight in the sit bones. And just do that one more time. You go side to side and front to back and try to find a place where you're perfectly balanced, that the whole base sort of holds your spine and your core upright. So thinking about that square shape. Now you're going to take your hand or hands and put them over your navel. Even if you really want to do the practice, you should put your thumb where your navel is, so your hands below it, like deep in the belly. Yeah. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to breathe and get that area to pulse, the low belly. So on the inhalation, expand that. Don't push it out. Don't arch your back. Just try to relax the abdomen so much the diaphragm goes down and the low belly responds. And on the exhale, pull that lowest belly muscle in a little bit. And so what this is going to do is going to start to calm the nervous system by focusing on deep diaphragmatic low belly breathing. In addition to focusing low in the belly on the inhale and exhale, you're going to try to breathe soft and lightly. Almost like you're sipping air rather than chugging air, if we wanted to use a water drinking metaphor. Sipping it. And same thing, you're letting it out. You can almost think of it like if you were drinking from a straw, like a big gulp straw, you all are drinking from those stirrer straws, the little red ones. So you're taking in a lot less air. Taking in less air will relax the nervous system. Consciously take in a little less air. You're going to count for 4 seconds on the inhale. And you're going to exhale for 4 seconds. Just sipping the air. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. Now you're going to think of it like a box. You're going to inhale 4 if you can. You're going to hold for 4. Exhale 4. Hold for 4. Inhale 4. Hold 4. Exhale 4. Hold 4. Inhale 4. Hold 4. Exhale 4. Hold 4. Inhale 4. Hold 4. Exhale 4. Return to normal breathing. Notice any effects from the practice. Good. You're going to come to child's pose. If you don't want to have your head below your heart, you might stack some blocks or some pillows and rest your forehead on the pillow. Or you can have like a bolster under your body to kind of elevate yourself. So you can put a bolster under your body or under your head, or no prop at all. Continue to breathe deep in your low belly. While you sit here, you can take your arm, you can use your arms, use your elbows and forearms to help create that base. Good. Walk the elbows a little bit forward so your hips are over your knees and your elbows are under your shoulders. You're creating a tabletop, but you're doing elbows and knees. And then melt the spine through. Breathe here. Walk the knees about 3 inches back. Keep breathing. Walk the knees 3 more inches back. Keep breathing. Walk the knees any further back. If you want, you can straighten the legs. Or just do a kneeling forearm plank. Good. Drop the pelvis into the floor. Press down through your pelvis and elbows. And spread your collarbones. Try to feel that everything is going straight down through the earth. You're not pushing or pulling or trying to slide. That the weight of gravity just pulls your body downward. Gravity, you can think of it as the earth element. It's pulling you, it pulls the earth into its sphere. And when you let gravity assist your yoga poses, you're tapping into the power of earth, power of rooting. So let the pose be supported by gravity, and notice how your spine can sprout up through your crown if you let the legs and pelvis and arms respond to gravity. Good. Push back, tabletop on your elbows. Tabletop on your elbows. And the same thing, think about the box, the square. And now let your spine hang through the structure, the 4 pillars of knees and elbows. Keep breathing, deep in your belly. Notice your pelvis. Now take your pelvis and start to drip your tailbone and your sit bones towards your knees. When you try to drip your sit bones towards your knees, notice how it lifts and kind of domes your back a little bit. And then just relax so the sit bones start to lift up, and notice how it arches or kind of hammocks your back. And just do that a few times. Rotate your pelvis over the leg bones so the sit bones flow down, and then relax that so the sit bones start to flow up. And just feel the sensation as you breathe, getting in touch with the low back and the psoas muscle, which is the key hip flexor, which is, for those of you who don't know what the psoas is, it's it's 2 muscles. They run along the front of your low spine, down, and they connect to your leg bone. They help lift your leg up when you're walking or biking. Good. Find a place that feels nice and stable with the sit bones and back the knees up again. Breathe here. Back the knees up again. Breathe here. Back the knees up all the way into the full expression of the pose for you today. And then drop the pelvis into the floor. Respond to gravity with your shins, your thighs, your hips, your elbows, your shoulders. Release them to gravity. And then float your crown up through that space. Gravity, earth, you want it to feel like it's anchoring you. It's holding you in a very steady place and state. Slow, soft breathing deep in the belly will shift your mental state to feel like earth. This is not how a hummingbird breathes. A baby, this is how a baby breathes when they're fast asleep. They breathe softly, slowly, and they breathe deep in their belly. Good. Push up and back to tabletop again. This time, we'll go on our hands. Hands and knees. Push down, but then also let gravity pull the joints toward the earth. Put the left knee in the center and lift the right knee up in the sky. Try to feel stable and balanced as you lift the leg and hold it. You're gonna breathe and hold. You can keep the knee bent or straight, whatever feels better to you. Try to open your hips, but keep them square to the floor. Good. Slowly put that knee back down, center it, and switch. Breathe here. And put that knee back down. Good. Widen the knees, almost as wide as your yoga mat, and make your shins parallel. Slowly sit back and notice, do your sit bones want to flare back or tuck under? Good. Inhale, come up. Bring your hips forward. Now pay attention. Do your sit bones want to turn down or lift up as you sit back? And just notice. Maybe explore a little bit the difference. Come forward. And 2 more times. Pulse back and notice how your pelvis responds. Do the sit bones try to lift or tuck under? No wrong answers. It's just how your body responds to this pose. Good. Bring the knees closer together again and come up to kneeling posture. You can support your hands on your hips and just gently look up to the sky. It's available tuck so your toe pads are on the mat. So you've got your knees and toes making you square. Are you here? Good. Sit your hips back towards your heels, any amount. Inhale, come up. Bring your hips forward, any amount, as you look upwards. Exhale, sit your hips back, any amount, as you look kind of down. Inhale, look upwards, hips forward. Back and forth 3 more times. Go slow. Just try to notice your hips and your leg bones interacting. Paying attention to that joint movement. Trying to stay stable in your base, connection to the earth. Good. If you've got blocks, you can use them. Go ahead and take those blocks, or just your hands, over to the right and step your left foot forward, flat on the floor. Gently, you can walk the blocks anywhere that feels comfortable, so you got a nice stable base of 4 points, the 2 blocks with 2 hands. Front foot and the back knee or shin. We're just going to rock forward and back a little bit. Try to pay attention to your tail and your sit bones. Can you feel the sit bones dip down or flare back? Dip down or flare back. Just notice how they respond as you move forward and back. Keep breathing. In general, we want to feel this energy, this sensation of straight downward. We're not tucking under with our hips, but we're not flaring back either. We just want the hips to kind of ground and anchor downward. Change the sides. Other leg in front. I'm just going to rock a few times. Noticing, does the sense of our pelvis flow down, or is it either flaring back or tucking under? Now, different bodies have different preferences, different tightness responses. We're just connecting to the earth. We're not tight. We're not lifting up. We're letting the stability of the earth and gravity keep the body anchored, which will keep the body relaxed. Good. Come back. Let's do downward dog for about 5 breaths. Make your outer feet parallel. And focus on the 4 points, the feet and the hands. Good. Walk your feet to the front of your yoga mat. Plant through the four corners of your feet, and then inhale, rise up. Take your hands to your hips again and concentrate on learning the tipping of the pelvis. If you kind of pull your belly muscles in and back, you can feel the sit bones. You can see my posture change, and the sit bones start to tuck under. The tail starts to tuck under. And if I flip the sit bones back, I kind of arch my back, the sit bones tend to flail back, almost like a bird tail. Well, birds are good at flying. They don't have anything to do with the earth. And just go back and forth 2 times. You can use your spine. You can round the spine and then arch the spine. And start to develop the awareness, the consciousness of how your pelvis is in space. And now try to feel that the sit bones and the tail flow straight down through your legs and shoot your fingers straight down towards the floor. Try to straighten your legs straight down through your feet. Just lift up through your spine because everything else is reaching down. Anchored. Sort of flowing with gravity. Settling like the earth. Exhale, forward fold. Put your hands on blocks. Step your right foot back, and you're going to cover the right edge of your mat with your foot, the outer edge of your foot. And then scoot your left foot wide, cover the left edge of the mat. Press through the 4 corners of both feet, or think of it that gravity is pulling them down. And then come up, hands on your hips. Let the sit bones flow down, not under, not back. Let the sit bones flow down as you bend your front knee, warrior 1. So you think that we're creating this boxy, square-like shapes in the feet, and we're letting this earth grounded feeling happen. This will relax the psoas. This will release the IT band. Just by having the quality of letting the gravity hold the structure, the muscles will calm down. And you're building balanced musculature as well. Good. Straighten the front leg, hinge, and just dip your nose forward so your back is strong. About, just a quarter of the way. Hold it here. And then touch the blocks or the front of your mat, step forward. Take the left foot back and cover the outer edge of your mat with the outer foot. Walk the right foot over. So you've got a long and wide stance today with your feet planted. Push down and come up. Hands on your hips to help learn how the sit bones need to point. Try to get them to flow downward as you bend your front knee. The earth element creates the sense of security. It also creates the sense of fear. When we feel ungrounded, we feel fearful. Things feel uncertain. But the security that comes from the earth is like, oh yes, I'm eating a nice meal. I've got a warm blanket. It's this insulating quality of safety. Plant your feet so you feel balanced. That's the earth element acting on your body. Good. Place the hands down all the way on the mat and go back to downward facing dog. Let's do a nice wide one today, as wide as the mat. Take your hands as wide as the mat as well. We've made that square shape. Inhale, bring your shoulders over the hands if you can, or just in line with it. We're going to hold here and breathe. Slow and low belly breathe. Good. Come down to the knees, back the knees up. So you're still engaging the core, still holding a little bit of a plank action. And then lower all the way into the earth. You can bring your legs closer together. Lift up your left leg and pull it across your body. Pull it over to the right. And you can lift the hip a little. Just get a little stretch in the hip flexor that way. Come back to center. Lift up your right leg and pull it across to the left so it lifts the hip. And as you move that leg back, you're going to get a little hip flexor stretch. You're lengthening the muscles in the front of the low back. Back to center. Put your hands under your shoulders. Push down through your hands and legs. And rise up through the spine, feeling anchored by the side body. Good. Push back. And then walk your hands back into a squat pose. Try to keep your feet flat on the floor if you can today or close to it. Drop your sit bones and think that they're going down, not under you. Breathe here. You can touch your fingers to the floor and just bring one knee a little forward and then back. And bring the other knee a little forward and then back. Just getting a little bit of hip rotation and twisting. Trying to release where the leg bones are connected into the hips a little bit. A little bit of mobility here in your squat. Good. Stabilize. Push down through your four corners. Inhale, come up. Nice. Walk to the front of your mat. Inhale, lift up tall. And bring your legs together. Touch your fingers together above you. Can you feel it? This is more air. We're narrowing ourselves. It's almost harder to balance just by bringing the feet closer together, especially if you looked up. It would be easier to balance if you step the feet apart. You can try it. This is the idea of earth. Strong base. Good. Keep your feet as wide as the yoga mat, outer feet covering. And put your left hand on your head and let the head hang to the left. Try to let the sit bones flow down, not under, not flailed back. Change sides. Good. Come back up. You're going to take your blocks. If you don't have blocks, use a coffee table. And you're going to put your palms on your blocks. And you want to have your torso parallel to the ground, or as close to parallel as you can get it. So you can even use your Zoom camera to see as I'm using my window, the reflection of myself in my window here. See that my spine is parallel to the ground. And once you're here, you're going to look over your right shoulder and turn your tail to the right as well. Breathe here. Come back, look over the left shoulder, and turn your tail to the left. Legs are straight or pretty close to it without being locked out. Good. Back to center. Release the head and shoulders into the forward fold. Press down through the four corners of your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring the arms by your side. Let's do that sequence again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow halfway so that you're parallel, your spine is parallel with the floor. Use the camera if you need to. Inhale, lengthen your spine, crown forward, tail back, and then turn to look to the right, but also turn with your tail. Turn and look to the left, and also with your tail. Center yourself and lengthen. Exhale, release the spine. Inhale, come all the way up, anchoring through your feet, mindful of your sit bones. Exhale, hands by your sides. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Last round of this set. Plant the four corners of your feet. Extend the spine long. Exhale, look right, tail two. Inhale, center. Exhale, look left, tail two. Inhale, center. Exhale, release the spine. Shift over your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. And by your sides. Good. Bend your knees as deeply as you can here. So we're in a little bit wider chair stance. As deeply as you can while keeping the heels and the balls of the foot planted. You can put your fingertips on your outer thigh or on your outer knee and give a little push against your fingertips. As you push, drop your sit bones down towards your heels. Don't tuck them under, don't flip them back. Just push your sit bones down. This should firm up your glute muscles and help stabilize the IT band and the psoas by building the glutes. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up long and tall. Spread your arms out like a V. Exhale, same pose. Wide-legged chair, or like a wider chair. Press the sit bones straight down. Gently press the legs against the fingertips, no wider than the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, sink down again. Remembering the cues. When the skeletal structure is well aligned in the pose, the muscles will not work in excess. This is how the IT band and psoas will release. Inhale, stretch up. And relax. Good. Bring the feet back to hips distance apart. And just focus on getting the outer feet parallel and the toes spread. Receive the earth through your feet. Just anchor down. Feel the solidness of gravity underneath you. Keep breathing. Try to push from your pelvis down through both feet. Creatures that are associated with the earth, think of like the ox. The ox is like beast of burden, just like hooves in the dirt, plowing. You sort of create this quality of steadiness and stillness in yourself. Feel the earth element. Good. Bend your knees nice and deep, and then step your right foot back, warrior two pose. Hold the hands lower today, and push down through the four corners of the feet. Another way of saying that is like let gravity pull the four corners of your feet down into the earth. Breathe here, long and slow. Keep your feet anchored into the earth, and put your left elbow on your thigh and swoop your right hand straight out so it looks like a flat table edge or top on. It's like a table. Yeah. Parallel with the ground. Yes, exactly. It can be just above your head there, Ken. Just a little bit higher. Perfect. Press down with your right palm on an imaginary table. And now look up. Good. Step to the front of your yoga mat, forward fold. Plant your feet, inhale, come up into chair. And then exhale, mountain pose. Check in with the four corners of your feet and push down as you keep your toes spread. Another way to say push down is to let gravity pull the four corners of your feet down. Same thing with your fingertips. Bend your knees, chair pose. And then step your left foot back, warrior two. Lower the hands. Let the gravity pull the four corners of the feet down into the earth as you breathe low in your belly. Chest will barely move when you're doing low earth breathing. Hook the right elbow and slide the left hand so it looks like it's a parallel, like a table. Push down on an imaginary table with the left palm and look up. Good. Step forward fold at the front of your mat. Inhale, come up into chair. Exhale, mountain pose. Use a wall if you'd like. Shift your weight into your right foot. And then hook your left ankle on top of the knee. Touch if you don't use the wall, you put your fingertips on your left shin. Start to send your sit bones down, not tucked under, not flailed back, down as you bend your standing leg. Breathe here. Inhale, come up. Bring the left knee as high as you can, but let the earth pull the standing leg down to help you balance. Good. Change sides. Hook the right ankle. Send the sit bones down, not under, not back. Down as you bend your standing leg. These actions help bring the earth quality out of you. Sense of balance, security, steadiness, relax. Strong but humble. These are qualities of the earth element in us. Inhale, come back up, bring the knee up high, anchor the standing leg, and release. Good. First side again, we're going to adipose. Sit in the standing pigeon, first side. Now, if you've got the blocks, sorry about that, you can use the walls, fine. Maybe you have the blocks in front of you, and touch the blocks if you can. Or some of you can even just go to the floor if that's available to you. And then you're going to unhook the left leg and send it back so that your left leg becomes parallel with the floor. Re-straighten the front leg. Breathe here. Then bend the standing leg, drop that back foot down, and inhale, rise up, high lunge or warrior one. Sorry, I should have kind of let you know where you're going if you were using the wall. Good, step to the front of your mat, mountain pose. So now you know what's coming, so you can have great space for yourself and get the props for the second side. We'll do the whole thing another round too, so you can practice the flow. Shift to the left foot, hook the right ankle. Sit down slow. Remember, we're working on 4 corners and gravity pulling us down. We're also biomechanically working on the sit bones and the tailbone going down rather than under or back. Bow into the pose any amount, maybe find the blocks. And then unhook the leg and send it back to parallel. Breathe here. And then drop it back, high lunge or warrior one. Good. Step forward, mountain pose. Okay, so this time we're going to do the whole sequence again, but as we come back from the lunge or the warrior one, you're going to step into eagle. Okay, so we're going to adipose. Balance on the right leg. Bring the left ankle up. And then exhale, sit down. Breathe here. Exhale, bow. Breathe slow in the belly. Send that leg back. Try to straighten both legs if you can. Remember gravity. Remember feeling steady and secure. And then drop back. Warrior one or high lunge. Psoas muscle, that hip flexor, it gets tight on people, especially when we feel unsafe, unplugged in. Some people say that the psoas is like the stem of the fight or flight reflex, which triggers when we feel afraid. Earth element is all about safety and fear. You're going to step the back foot all the way forward. You put your hand on the wall in front if you need it. Step the back foot all the way forward. Keep the knee bent and hook the knee on top. Eagle legs. Sit down deep as you can into it. Push. Use the top leg to pull the knee across to release the IT band. Another way to say it is squeeze your knees and shins together. Inhale, release. Good job. Put the weight in the left leg. Bring the right ankle up. and sit down. Remember the four corners. Remember that gravity is pulling you, keeping you steady in the pose. Help the body align with it by letting the sit bones float down and not back or under. Bow. And then unhook the leg and send it straight back. Supported warrior 3, we'll call this. Drop back, high lunge or warrior 1. Remembering our principles of our class today. Using something to balance if you need. When you're ready, you're going to step and hook eagle. Take the right knee, squeeze across, to stretch across the bottom. Bottom leg IT bend. And release. Good. Stand in mountain pose, feet as wide as your hips. If you've got a block, you're going to bring it with you. One block. And you're going to step wide on your mat. You're going to reach the block high up in the sky. You can let your body, your ankles and knees and hips do whatever they need to. You're going to try to keep that block as far out from you as you can. As you slowly try to bring it to the floor, while staying perfectly balanced over the 4 points of your feet. Notice if the toes start to grip, or if you start to sit back. Press through the 4 points of your feet. Inhale, try to bring that block up, keeping it as far away from you as you can. You're not overextending though, right? You don't want to overburden your back or your knees. Use the earth element. Plant. Remember what we've worked on. 4 corners of the feet. Gravity. Trust in gravity. And then the sit bones flow down. Try again. Keep that block as far away from your body as you can. And see where it can land without having to reach. There's no sense of reaching. You're in balance the whole time. Good. Same thing. Try to lift it up. Use balance and gravity. Stability. Good job. You bend your knees very likely. One more time. Really open up before we go into it. Open up. And then here we go again. Sit down, slow. However your body needs to get that block out and down. Good. Now try to bring that block as wide to the right as you can. You can bend one leg and straighten the other. Keep that block nice and low. Try not to touch your legs with your arms. Good. Bring that block around. Use your legs. You can use your feet. Bring it all the way to the left. One more time. Bring it around. Keep it as low to the ground as you can without letting it touch the floor. All the way over to the right. Last round. All the way over to the left. And then bring it underneath you. Push down through your feet. Stay balanced. Inhale, come up. Stretch up long and tall. Open up as you press the block up into the air. Shoulders up and back. And then relax. Good job. Hope that was challenging for you. I made it challenging for myself. I hope you made it challenging for yourself. Good. And toss that block down. We're in triangle pose. You keep your wide stance. Turn your left foot to the front of the mat, or whichever foot is to the front of the mat. And let's make it the left foot if you don't mind. Turn the left foot out. Plant through the four corners of the feet. And now slide the left hand down that shin. Look down at your foot to start. Let gravity assist you. Open the right arm to the sky. Let gravity assist the pose and let your gaze just easily float to the sky. Good. Bring both hands down and touch the fingertips to the front of your mat. And then step the feet forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Take the left leg back. So now the right foot's in front. Straighten the legs. We're in a triangle pose on the second side. Tip the body. Slide the right hand down and hold the shin. Let gravity pull the body and the feet downward. Let the left arm can float, and even just let the gaze float. Maintaining a stable base. Even though your pelvis is tilted a different way, the energy of the pelvis, the sit bones, the tailbone, still goes down to the earth, straight down. Step to the front of your mat. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release. Good job. Put down the hands and knees. And you're going to walk your knees over to the right edge of your mat. Then you're going to drop your hips to the left. So your thighs should be parallel with the front edge of your mat. Yeah, you guys got it. Now, some of us are going to be able to get down on one elbow. Others can even get down to two elbows. Others, you can keep using your hands. You can even use blocks if you want. And this can be a pretty extreme twist, just being here. This may be enough. If you want, you're going to take the top leg and slide that leg back without opening your shoulders. Slide it straight and then back without opening your shoulders. You want to keep going, you start to straighten your bottom leg, your left leg, without moving the thigh. Good. Bring the knees back together. Lift your hips up. Come back to neutral. from neutral. Walk your knees over to the left. And drop your right hip to the floor. Now go down. You can just stay on your hands or go down one or both elbows. And this may be plenty. Let gravity do your twist. Don't force it. The top leg can go straight, back, and even behind. Breathe. And straighten the bottom, the right leg as well a little bit. Bring the knees back. And swing them around to the front. Swing your legs around to the front of the mat. You can let the feet fall out so the knees fall open. You've got like a little diamond shape or a square just turned. And again, close your eyes and soften and just think about this outer ankles and your sit bones. You can lock side to side, front to back, and try to put equal pressure. But it's not force. The pressure is just gravity acting on the body. And then you feel a sense of stability. Now from here, let your head grow really heavy. Some of you can put a big pillow underneath or like in front of you, like you're wrapping your arm around a big old heavy pillow. And start to release your spine forward. Let the skin on the back of your neck grow longer. And let the shoulders grow heavier from gravity. Walk the hands over to the right knee. With your left hand, you can gently pull a little bit. Cross that knee, cross that twist even a little further. And see if your forehead might drip towards your right knee. Walk it over second side, both hands on the left knee. And then you can keep going a little bit. And drip the forehead towards the left knee. Back to center. Lift up. You can put the legs out wide in a V, but it's still the same practice. Heels, maybe the back of the calf, and your sit bones. Let gravity hold you anchored straight down. Do that in such a way where you can then lift up through your crown and spine evenly in a way that clears your back rather than feels like tenses it. Now flex your toes heavy. Flex your toes straight back towards your body. Like so much. Keep your heels down, But do it so much it feels like your heels want to lift, but they don't. Keep working the toes back towards your knee, towards your body. You can even try to draw your knee towards your body. Don't let the heels lift up. Keep them down. You just feel like they want to lift up. Keep it. Don't let go. Stay with it. And now relax. Good. Bring the legs to the center. And slowly lie down on your back. Step the feet, hips or shoulders distance apart. And try to make the outer feet parallel. You can look with your eyes or just feel with your mind. Give yourself a moment to relax your back into the floor. Receive the teachings of gravity. Press the arms down into the floor or receive the teachings of gravity. Feet, shoulders, and head anchored down into the earth, and then inhale, lift your hips up, bridge pose. We're going to hold as you breathe. And then lower back down. Inhale, lift up. And lower down. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift up. And lower down. Just try to let gravity pull the body towards the earth. Interlock the fingers behind the head. If this bothers your shoulder, just keep separating your arms any amount until there's no bother. Your arms could even look like a field goal post that fell over. Resting, let gravity pull the bones towards the earth. Gently lift and lower your chin until you find that placement where there's ease of tension. That gravity's holding you up. Your neck muscles don't have to work so hard. Step the feet, heel toe the feet a little wider apart. And then let the left knee fall into the center. Try to keep the hips down. Bring it back up. Let the right knee fall into the center. This is to release hip flexors and the outer leg muscle. Try to feel how that internal rotation can release tension. Try to keep the pelvis level if you can, close to it. One more time. Bring the right knee up, but drop the left knee in. Up. Right knee in. Up. Spread your fingers, whether they're behind your head or not. Spread your palms. Spread your toes. Stay active with the spreading of your fingers, palms, and toes. Breathe softly in your belly. Stay with it. Keep active still. Keep breathing, even though you're active and hands are active. And now release. And just feel. You can do any twist you want. I'm going to lead you through more of an eagle leg. So you're going to tip your right foot in the center. You're going to hook your left knee on top of it. And then drop your knees over to the right. Breathe low and softly in the belly. Legs back up. Change sides. Drop over. Legs up. Stretch the legs out. Take the feet apart. Rest your hands on your low belly once again. We'll practice another round of box breathing. Breathe long, slow, and soft, like very light breathing, like a baby that was sleeping. Exhale the air. Inhale 4. Hold. Exhale 4. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Hold. Release and go to natural breathing. Start to soften your heels into the earth, held by gravity. Soften your shins into the earth, held by gravity. Knees, your thighs. Soften your pelvis into the earth, held by gravity. Soften your back into the earth, held by gravity. Soften the shoulders, the arms, and the hands to the earth, held by gravity. Soften the neck and skull into the earth, held by gravity. Stretch your body. And take a comfortable seat on the mat. Thanks for practicing. Namaste.